folks, you want to know what the next hot, cool thing is? I know we've talked about NFTs. I know we've talked about crypto. I know we've talked about, sending GameStop to the moon and rescuing AMC theaters. The next cool thing, though, Tungsten cubes.
We love the cubes, folks.
No, it's like we're going to live in cubes and we're going to look at the cubes in the cubes.
It's the dawn
of the cube.
Of the age of cubes.
So it says, they bought the Bitcoin dip. They took GameStop to the moon. Now the online investor army has a new favorite thing to buy and hold: small tungsten cubes. This is courtesy of the Wall Street Journal. It says here, even in a year that has featured dog meme cryptocurrencies and rappers shilling S-packs, tungsten cubes stand out. They are as inert as they sound: gray, an inch or two on each side, and 1.7 times as dense as lead. A major selling point, according to Amazon.com's product page, is that they are extremely heavy for their size.
That's the main thing I look for in any product.
That's a selling point.
I mean, I'm listening.
Yeah, no. If something isn't dense, I'm not buying it.
I mean, think of the value. I mean, it looks small, but it's so dense that you're getting
so much more cube
weight
for the dollar.
You're getting so much more weight. Yeah.
Yeah. An equivalent cube made out of cotton candy, you would be laughed out of the office.
A 2-inch cube of tungsten weighs the same as the entire Mung dorm at UC Santa Barbara.
Wow. And then when they finally do phase 3 of the Mung dorm and shrink the Mung and the students in it, then that's just another cube you have on your desk.
You could fit all of the students at UC Santa Barbara in a tungsten cube that 1 foot in diameter. And they will be doing that.
Oh,
shortly.
100%.
Thanks to Warren Buffett. It says here, that is also their main source of appeal to crypto bros and other enthusiasts who caused a run on supplies at a major tungsten provider in recent weeks. They are shelling out around $400 a piece for 2-inch cubes weighing around 5 pounds. Or $3,000 for the 4-inch version, as heavy as a low horsepower outboard motor, and almost 3 times the price. While cube enthusiasts overlap with aficionados of ephemeral varieties of digital money prone to heart-stopping swings in values, their new paperweights, given their density, are almost the most tangible things on Earth. Tungsten has one of the highest tensile strengths and melting points among metals. Drew Morris, a 35-year-old Florida lawyer at a blockchain intelligence company, bought his 1.5-inch cube after friends came across it on Twitter and in Telegram group chats. He found the density mind-blowing. I keep it on my desk as a reminder of what motivates me. Keep going, keep working, said Mr. Morris, who also invests in cryptocurrencies. One day, I'll be able to upgrade to a larger size cube. Oh, man. I feel I'd laugh if it wasn't so sad, but I feel pity for all these broke boys out there with small ass cubes on their desks. I'm sitting on a tungsten cube right now.
Yeah, women are just they're not getting with cubeless men.
Nope. Cubists like Mr. Morris got recent inspiration from a niche corner of online life: financial Twitter. FinTwit, as it is called, typically consists of investors, small and large, debating the direction of markets, the prospects for inflation, and recipes for grilled meats. Lately, photos of smoked brisket have given away to pictures of cubes.
There's only so much meat you can smoke before you go, what am I doing? This is hollow. It's just this. There's how much can I pay? How much money can I pay for fucking fake Wagyu? And then your mystification is lifted when you realize, oh, I could be caring about cubes. Something that has a real value.
That's what happened.
Something that's really meaningful.
That's what happened. Someone was like, your life is totally hollow. And then one of these guys was like, what's the opposite of hollow?
Density.
What's the densest thing I could buy?
You say that. There's a really good quote about that later in the piece. It says, hold on a sec. Nick Carter, founding partner at the blockchain-focused venture capital firm Castle Island Ventures, describes himself in his Twitter bio as the original tongue pillar. I'm density pilled. I'm based in density pilled. He said that the physical heft of the cubes contrasts with the intangible nature of crypto markets. We're just deprived of physical totems of our affection, so tungsten fills that hole in our hearts, he said.
Okay.
I just like to back up a second. He says, We're deprived of physical totems of our affection. Previously, that would have been described as spouses, partners, or children.
But even if you're just talking about like guys who are on their hustle and like focused on their money, like these guys' money is in a digital wallet somewhere. You can't put that on Instagram, but you can put a dope ass cube out there to show them how like, see this cube? This symbolizes a bunch of Shiba Inu coins.
I love this. So tungsten fills that hole in
the
our
fucking
hearts.
cube hole. It's not. It's square. It is a square hole.
Oh man! Imagine having a cube-shaped hole in your soul big enough that the only thing that will fill it is the densest metal on the planet.
Well, you guys, you know the other story about this, right? That there's a company they're auctioning off the rights to a giant cube.
Yeah. That will be got to in the article in a second. But before we get there, it says demand intensified after Niraj K. Agrawal, director of communications at Coin Center, a nonprofit cryptocurrency research and advocacy group, posted a joke mock-up of a faked Bloomberg news story claiming crypto traders were behind an imaginary global tungsten shortage. I'm going to be buried with my cube, probably, said Mr. Agrawal. It will be like a pharaoh buried with his possessions, so the cube will have a place of honor. And there is a photo that accompanies the piece of Mr. Agrawal staring at the cube on his kitchen counter. And he's looking very sort of ponderously at the cube that he has. Cube enthusiasts often describe them in quasi-mystical terms. You kind of start wondering about gravity and the forces of nature, and it can send you on an out-there wandering experience, said Rabbi Michael Karras, an Albany-based Jewish day school teacher who uses the Twitter handle The Bitcoin Rabbi. He owns a 1.5 inch. Felix, stop fucking around with these alt accounts. You're tricking the fucking Wall Street Journal, man.
I do like that they are just like, like the old joke of them like reinventing buses all the time. Yeah. Well, they're sort of backdooring their way into religion. You just like invented religion. We just did.
They reverse engineered Stonehenge, but that's a bunch of boring ass stones. This is just one nice cube.
Stonehenge isn't even dense.
No, it's remarkably porous.
Yeah, that's why that religion isn't around anymore. The fastest growing religion in the world, guess what they worship?
The cube.
Guess what they walk around every year?
Yeah, these guys are on they're just speed running through like polytheistic like tribal religions, and they're already almost up to Islam. It's amazing. Like that's the power of the blockchain. It's much more efficient.
Last time it took them like a few thousand years to invent Islam. This time, like how long has like Silicon Valley been around? What, like 40, 50 years?
It's amazing.
Not bad.
The 5 cubes of Islam. He goes, it's kind of like a disconnect between what your eyes are seeing and what you're feeling and what you expect from something that fits in the palm of your hand, he said. There is a rallying cry. We like the cube. That's a play on the phrase, we like the stock, often used on sites such as Reddit's Wall Street Bets to show support for buying shares of GameStop Corporation, AMC Holdings, or other meme stocks. We like the cube. We like the cube. We like the cube. Oh, and here we go, Matt. Midwest Tungsten recently launched an NFT of a 14-inch cube weighing almost 1,800 pounds. Buy an NFT, and you can visit the cube once a year. On social media, the company requested photos of the cubes in their new homes. Is it only a cube? The firm tweeted.
Okay, they've done it. They made Islam already. They have created the Hajj.
That's pilgrimage.
They have created the fucking Hajj to the fucking Kaaba. They have done it.
But they're doing the Hajj.
Kaaba,
they're doing the Hajj in like Michigan,
where it always belonged. Honestly,
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Every year, every year, crypto traders make the Hajj to touch the cube. Yeah, they invented Islam again. He goes here, we have a pretty interesting fight going on internally, whether or not someone is actually going to be able to pick that up, Mr. Matuszewski said. Midwest Tungsten also sells tungsten spheres.
Oh, get out of here. Fuck
off. Get that shit out of here. Oh, my God.
Bullshit. Crap. Yeah.
The tungsten sphere would be funny because it like rolls off your kitchen counter and then just like falls through your foot into your basement because of how dense it is.
Yeah. Yeah, just killing every pet in your house with your sphere.
It says here, Midwest Tungsten also sells tungsten spheres. Mr. Morris, the Florida lawyer, isn't much interested. We like the cube, he said. So that's two stories about our exciting cube-based future.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready to eat cubes, collect them, live in one. It's all going to be good.
What would you do if you, like, on Christmas or the new winter cube holiday?
The cube solstice.
Like getting a cube solstice. What if instead of, getting a new cube as you expected, your beloved, your spouse, got you a sphere? What would you do?
Oh my god. I mean, I would immediately go on Reddit and share the story to Am I an Asshole? Then I would call a lawyer. Call a lawyer immediately. The cube solstice is going to be a great holiday, though, because what's the perfect shape for fitting down chimneys?
Cubes.
Just Father Cube drops cubes down the chimney of all good boys and girls.
I have to say, like, people are always saying things are getting worse and we're stuck and everything's like a shitty copy of a copy.
Mm-hmm. Like you keep saying that, yeah.
Yeah, but like the average density of objects is up so much since when we were kids.
That's huge. People really take that for granted when they talk about social progress.
I remember the first cube I got as a kid. It like blew away in a strong wind. I never saw it again.
It sucked.
I cried. How I cried.
Yeah. I was given a cube after 9/11. And when you just iron shit, weighs about as much as you would expect looking at it. Crap.
The first time I put my cube through the washing machine, it was fucking done. It was ruined.
If you think about it, John D. Rockefeller was the richest man in the world, but the density of his cubes was probably like, just the average guy if you work at Costco now, you probably have cubes 10 times denser than anything Rockefeller had.
1,000,000%.
Yep. I think there should be a way to buy a tungsten cube, like a fairly sizable tungsten cube, that is held in orbit on some sort of like satellite platform. And then if you buy it, you can drop it on a location on the surface of the planet.
I was thinking about the guy who is getting buried with his cube. And what if like they like lower him into the ground using some type of military equipment because there's so many cubes in his tomb. And then he finally, the thing we always talked about in cartoons that no one ever did, you dig a hole in America and you pop out in China due to the strength of his cube. Someone in China.
Wait. Then China would have his cubes.
Oh, man. Okay. We can't let him be buried with the cubes.
No. Got to keep the cubes in a secure location. To cross the river Styx, it's often said that you would place 2 tungsten cubes over the eyes of a dead person when you bury them. So pay the ferryman. So there we go. Cubes. We like the cube. We like living in them, eating them, being them. I think Alan Moore has said that reality, time and space is a sort of 4-dimensional cube. So there we go.
Everyone laughed at the time cube guy, but he was ahead of his time.